Everyone assumes buying a hybrid automatically means better value, but the 2026 Subaru Forester Hybrid starts at $35,000 while trailing the Honda CR-V Hybrid in city fuel economy by 5 mpg. Most buyers never calculate what that difference actually costs over 5 years of ownership, or whether Subaru's permanent AWD system justifies the gap. Before you choose between these two, there's one ownership reality that dealerships won't mention up front. Welcome to AeroNext Auto. The 2026 Subaru Forester Hybrid promises Subaru capability with Toyota-sourced hybrid efficiency, but against the Honda CR-V Hybrid, the numbers tell a more complicated story. What you'll discover today is whether that $35,000 investment makes sense for how you actually drive, not just how brochures claim you should. Step outside, the 2026 Subaru Forester Hybrid looks unmistakably Subaru. 7 inches of ground clearance, nearly an inch more than the CR-V Hybrid's AWD variant. Hybrid badging on the fenders remains subtle, and that's intentional. This isn't about announcing eco-credentials. It's about maintaining the Forester's outdoorsy identity while adding efficiency under the hood. The design feels purposeful rather than flashy, and for Subaru buyers, that familiarity matters more than standing out in a parking lot. Inside, the Forester Hybrid continues that practical approach. 6-inch vertical touchscreen dominates the dashboard, though its graphics feel a generation behind what Honda offers. What the Forester wins on is space, 3 inches, 2 full inches more than the CR-V, and that difference is immediately noticeable on longer drives. The cabin prioritizes function over flair, with water-resistant StarTech upholstery on select trims and straightforward controls. It's not trying to feel premium, it's designed to handle real-world use without constant worry about wear and tear. 5-liter boxer engine with Toyota-sourced electric motors for a combined 194 horsepower and 199 pound-feet of torque. That's where the Forester Hybrid starts losing ground to the CR-V. 8 seconds to hit the same mark. Around town, though, the Forester's electric motor provides enough off-the-line response to mask that deficit during daily commutes. Where this hybrid truly differentiates itself is in the drivetrain philosophy. The Subaru uses permanent symmetrical AWD, meaning power constantly flows to all 4 wheels. The CR-V operates in front-wheel drive until traction drops, then engages the rear. For occasional trails or winter driving confidence, Subaru's approach delivers measurably better control, even if it sacrifices some efficiency in the process. That efficiency trade-off becomes clear in EPA ratings. The 2026 Subaru Forester Hybrid achieves 35 mpg city and 34 highway, trailing the CR-V Hybrid's 40 city and 34 highway with AWD. Over 15,000 miles annually, that 5 mpg city difference costs roughly $150 more per year at current fuel prices.
However, the Forester counters with a larger fuel tank, delivering 581 miles of total range compared to the CR-V's 560 miles, meaning fewer fuel stops on road trips. The question isn't which gets better mileage on paper, it's whether the CR-V's efficiency advantage outweighs the Forester's mechanical AWD for your specific driving patterns. Technology and safety follow Subaru's established playbook. EyeSight Driver Assist comes standard across the lineup, with adaptive cruise control, lane centering, and automatic emergency braking. 3-inch digital instrument cluster in the Forester Hybrid feels modern, though the infotainment system's sluggish response time frustrates during quick adjustments. Wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto are standard, but the system lacks the polish Honda delivers in the CR-V. Where Subaru pulls ahead is in the available driver focus system on the touring trim, which monitors driver attention and alerts for distraction or drowsiness, a feature the CR-V doesn't match. Pricing positions the 2026 Subaru Forester Hybrid as the value alternative in the hybrid compact SUV segment. The premium hybrid starts at approximately $35,000, arriving with a panoramic sunroof, heated front seats, and the full EyeSight suite. That's several thousand less than a comparably equipped CR-V hybrid with AWD, which requires stepping up to the Sport Hybrid trim at $37,545. The Sport Hybrid brings Subaru's 9-speaker Harman Kardon audio and additional safety tech for around $38,000, while the Limited Hybrid adds ventilated front seats and a surround view camera at roughly $41,000. The top Touring Hybrid, priced near $43,000, includes heated rear seats and navigation, features the CR-V doesn't offer at any trim level. These aren't inflated premiums, they reflect Subaru positioning the Forester Hybrid as the more affordable path into hybrid ownership, while maintaining true AWD capability. The 2026 Subaru Forester Hybrid makes the most sense for drivers who genuinely use AWD capability beyond occasional snow or rain, whether that's unpaved access roads, light trail driving, or consistent winter weather. If your driving rarely ventures off pavement and prioritizes maximum fuel economy, the CR-V Hybrid delivers better city mileage and quicker acceleration. But if you value permanent AWD confidence, more front seat space, and a lower entry price with serious standard equipment, the Forester Hybrid earns its place. This isn't the most exciting hybrid on the market, and it won't win any fuel economy contests. What it does is exactly what Subaru has always done: deliver practical, capable transportation that works harder than it needs to impress. If that sounds like what you actually need, not just what sounds good in reviews, the Forester Hybrid deserves serious consideration. If this breakdown helped clarify which hybrid SUV fits your real-world driving, subscribe to AeroNext Auto for more honest comparisons that go beyond the spec sheet.
Hit that like button and drop a comment below with your biggest question about hybrid ownership.